Trolls, the newest animated movie by DreamWorks, that they decided to open up the same weekend as a Marvel movie. Going head to head with Disney, huh, DreamWorks? Good luck with that. Anyway, Trolls is based loosely around the troll figurines that everyone had in the 90s. Now, the Trolls did have a few adaptations every now and then, sometimes a movie, sometimes a special, sometimes a series, most of which were kind of forgettable. However, there was never really an established lore for the toys, so it did allow for a lot of creative freedom, and a story that seems a bit too familiar, but we'll get to that. So the Troll movie is about the trolls who lived in this tree but are hunted by these creatures called the Bergens, who I guess are bigger trolls. I don't know, they never really explained it. Who take the trolls and they eat them because eating the trolls is the only thing that makes them happy. So I think there's some sort of like drug metaphor going on in this movie. So the trolls escape into the woods and they hide out for 20 years and they think they're all safe, but then one day one of the Bergens finds them and kidnaps a bunch of the trolls, and it's up to the princess of the troll, Poppy, played by Anna Kendrick, to go find them, and she's helped out by Branch, played by Justin Timberlake, who's a troll who's not about having fun and singing, but he helps her anyway. So right away, let's talk about the best thing about this movie: the visuals. This movie looked amazing. There were very bright, vivid colors. Everything was lively. All the creatures of the forest had interesting designs. They even did a good job redesigning the trolls, because let's be honest, the original troll figures, yeah, not so much. So they did a really good job making the trolls look distinct and cute. Although I'm not really sure what was up with the four-legged troll. He was the only quadruped troll, and he has this big, long giraffe neck, and like, I don't know, man, he's just some weird freak of nature. The textures in this movie were amazing. Everything was fuzzy. The entire movie looked like it was made out of felt and glitter. And at one point they do establish that a lot of things in the forest were alive and everything wants to eat you, so, you know, now that I think about it, it's kind of a nightmare. The whole time I was watching this movie, all I could think of was, this is something that Mabel of Gravity Falls would have made. I also liked a lot of the characters. Branch was very interesting. I liked all the interactions between him and Poppy. Even some of the Bergens were very interesting when we got to meet them. And as you could probably tell from the trailers, this movie was a musical. They were all very upbeat and lively. I've never really been a big fan of musicals, especially when they use songs incorrectly, which is what this movie did. There was a musical number of the song The Sound of Silence, which is not a happy song at all. There was also a scene that featured Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz, and when that happened, I was like, no, you do not disrespect Gorillaz. There were also some pretty useless characters in this movie. If you saw the trailer, you probably saw this cloud guy that showed up very briefly, and he was barely in the movie. He showed up and then he left. And that was it. They really had no purpose for him. Without spoiling anything, there's also a character that betrays everybody, which kind of came out of nowhere and didn't really make a whole lot of sense. And we might as well get to the elephant in the room here. Do you remember when I said the plot of this movie was kind of familiar? Yeah, what other thing do you know of about happy little woodland creatures who are being hunted by these big characters for food? Awfully similar to Smurfs, isn't it? Yeah, it seems like they took a plot element from Smurfs, because if you're not familiar with Smurfs, Gargamel would always hunt the Smurfs to either eat them or turn them into gold for some reason, and he can never find them in the forest, which is awfully similar to what this movie was doing. By the way, I'm recording this many days before it's going to go up, and if Andre of Black Nerd Comedy does a review of this movie, I'm going to be very interested to see what he has to say. So overall, this movie was pretty much what I expected it to be. I mean, an okay story with amazing visuals, and yeah, that's pretty much what I got, so I guess I can't be too upset about it. Though I'm pretty sure this is just a way of DreamWorks trying to sell troll toys, of which I have been seeing in stores for quite some time now. We're going to be looking at these for a while, aren't we? But yeah, it was alright. It's a pretty harmless movie. It's good for kids, so if it looks interesting to you, then check it out. But that's all I got for Trolls. Leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of it. My name is Rob, and have a wonderful day.